Yo, what's good, fam? Strap in, because I'm about to take you on a wild, heart-pounding ride deep into the shadows of the dark web. A crime story so intense it'll have you gripping your seat like you're on a roller coaster with no brakes. One chilly October night, Ethan's hunched over his rig, the glow of his monitors casting shadows on empty pizza boxes and half-drunk monster cans. He's cruising a dark web forum called The Abyss, a shady corner of the internet where hackers trade tips, flex their skills, and sometimes dangle bait too juicy to ignore. That's when he spots a post from a user called Ghost Key. No profile, no post history, just a ghost in the machine dropping a bombshell. 50K in BTC to whoever cracks the vault. 48 hours, no questions. Attached is a file, a gnarly chunk of encrypted code that looks like it was forged in the depths of hell by someone with a grudge and a genius-level IQ. Ethan's no rookie. He's cracked military-grade encryption for fun, just to see if he could. But this thing, it's next level. A puzzle wrapped in a riddle, dripping with menace. His gut screams walk away, but curiosity and a touch of greed whisper louder. 50 grand in Bitcoin? That's life-changing money, enough to pay off his student loans and maybe get a place that doesn't smell like his neighbor's burnt curry. So he takes the bait, downloads the file, and that's when his world flips upside down. The second the file hits his system, his rig goes haywire. Malware alerts scream, ports start opening like trapdoors, and his VPN chain collapses like it's scared of what's coming. Ethan's cursing, fingers flying to yank the power cord, but it's too late. His screens go black, and a single line of red text pulses like a heartbeat. You're in, no turning back. His phone buzzes on the desk, and his stomach drops as he reads a text from an unknown number. Nice try, Ethan. Meet me at Navy Pier, 2 a.m., or your life's on the blockchain. Yo, what the actual hell? How do they know his name? His real name, not his handle, not his IP. Ethan Caldwell, the nobody from Chicago. His mind's racing, heart pounding like a bass line at a rave. He checks his setup, but it's clean. No trace of the file, no logs, nothing. It's like the code ghosted him. He's got no choice. He grabs his jacket, a burner phone, and heads to Navy Pier, the Chicago skyline glittering like a trap under the moonlight. At 2 a.m., Navy Pier's deserted, the Ferris wheel looming like a silent giant. Ethan's pacing near the entrance, his breath fogging in the cold, when she steps out of the shadows. A woman, mid-30s, calling herself Raven. She's got sharp eyes, a leather jacket, and a vibe that screams, I could end you without blinking. She's no cop, no fed, but something way scarier, a dark web fixer, the kind of person you hire when your illegal empire's got a leak. Serious, Raven lays it out. That vault Ethan tried to crack, it's no game. Ominous. It's a key to a black market crypto wallet holding $500 million in stolen Bitcoin, tied to a syndicate called the Coil. Gravely, these aren't script kiddies messing around in their mom's basement. The Coil is a global network of criminals dealing in ransomware, weapons, human trafficking, you name it, they're in it. Ghost Key wasn't offering a bounty, he was setting a trap to flesh out anyone dumb enough to touch their prize. Now Ethan's on their hit list, and the Coil doesn't do second chances. Scheming. Raven claims she's freelance, hired to clean up messes like this, but she's got her own play. She wants that wallet, and Ethan's her golden ticket. Threatening. She gives him an ultimatum. Help her crack the vault for real, or the Coil will dox his entire life, from his social security number to his mom's address in Evanston. They'll ruin him, his family, everyone he's ever met, and probably throw in a shallow grave for good measure. Resign. Ethan's no hero, but he's not stupid either. He agrees, figuring he'll play along and find a way to outsmart her later. Descriptive. They set up shop in a grimy motel off I-94, the kind of place where the walls are stained with regret and the Wi-Fi is a myth. Determined, Ethan's laptop is his lifeline, humming as he dives back into the code. Stressed, this thing's a monster. Layers of AES 256 encryption, quantum-resistant algorithms, and a self-destruct mechanism that'll torch the data if he makes one wrong move. It's like defusing a bomb while riding a unicycle and juggling. Observant, Raven's watching him like a predator, dropping cryptic hints about the Coil's reach. Senators in their pocket, cops on their payroll, and a hitman called the Cleaner who makes bodies vanish like they never existed. Exhausted, Ethan's barely sleeping, chugging Red Bull like it's water, his fingers a blur on the keyboard. He's making progress, but every breakthrough feels like a step closer to a guillotine. Gasp. Then his phone pings again, a photo of his mom's house, timestamped 10 minutes ago with a single word, hurry, shot. His blood runs cold. The coil's not playing. They know where his family lives, and they're watching. Paranoid. Ethan's paranoia kicks into overdrive. He starts noticing things. Black SUVs idling too long outside the motel, a guy in a hoodie across the street who's always there, a faint click on his burner phone like someone's listening. Calmly, Raven's unfazed, all business, but even she's sweating when a new message hits the dark web forum, urgent, 24 hours, or Chicago burns. Frantic, Ethan's head spinning, but he digs deeper into the code, cracking a layer that reveals a breadcrumb, a server address pointing to a defunct warehouse in Gary, Indiana, just across the state line. The warehouse is a rusted skeleton, all broken windows and graffiti. They creep inside, Ethan's heart hammering, expecting a server rack but finding nothing, just a burner phone on a crate, screen glowing with a live video feed. It's his sister, Lily, 22, tied up in some dingy basement, her face bruised, eyes wide with fear. A distorted voice crackles through.
Finish the job, or she's gone.
Ethan's legs nearly give out, but Raven grabs his arm, hissing.
Focus. We move, or she's dead.
They're back in the car. Ethan's a wreck, barely holding it together. Raven says she knows a guy, Marcus, an ex-Fed who went rogue after the FBI burned him on a sting gone wrong. He's their only shot at tracking the signal. They meet Marcus in a dive bar in Southside Chicago, a place that smells like stale beer and bad decisions. Marcus is a mess, grizzled, half drunk, with scars that tell stories he doesn't share, but his eyes are sharp and he knows the game. He pulls some strings, hacks into a telecom database, and pinpoints the signal to a data center in Joliet, 40 miles southwest.
But watch your back,
Marcus warns, nursing a whiskey.
The coil's got eyes in places you can't imagine.
Ethan's stomach's in knots, but they've got no time to waste. They hit the data center at 3 a.m., sneaking past security guards and dodging cameras like they're in a heist flick. Ethan's hacking skills are barely enough to keep the alarms quiet as they slip into the server room, a humming maze of blinking lights and cold air. They find the target server, but it's rigged with a failsafe. Crack it wrong, and it sends a kill order to whoever's holding Lily. Ethan's sweating bullets, his hands shaking as he plugs in his laptop. Raven covering the door with a stolen Glock she pulled from God knows where. Just as Ethan's about to crack the final layer, Marcus, who insisted on coming along, grabs his shoulder and whispers,
"You're being played, kid."
Ethan's brain short circuits as Marcus lays it out. Raven's not just a fixer, she's Ghost Key, the one who posted the vault, the one who lured Ethan into this mess to use him as a pawn. She's been playing him from jump, planning to snag the $500 million for herself. Ethan's blood boils, but before he can confront her, the lights cut out and the server room erupts in chaos. Gunfire, shouts, the screech of metal. The coil's here, and they brought an army. Marcus takes a bullet to the chest, slumping against a server rack, but he buys Ethan and Raven enough time to bolt, diving into a maintenance tunnel as the data center explodes behind them, a fireball lighting up the night. They're on the run again. Ethan's trust in Raven shattered, but stuck with her because she's his only shot at saving Lily. She swears she'll get his sister back if he finishes the job, but her words feel like poison now. They hole up. Ethan's back on the code, working faster than ever, his sister's face burned into his mind. Raven's fending off coil hitmen who are closing in. Two goons try to breach the door, but she takes them out with a knife and a terrifying calm that makes Ethan wonder who she really is. He's down to the wire, cracking the final layer of the vault's encryption when he finds a hidden message buried in the code. GPS coordinates pointing to a cabin in the woods of Wisconsin, near Lake Superior. It's a long shot, but it's all they've got. They hit the road, Ethan's nerves fried. Raven's eyes scanning every shadow. The cabin's a decrepit shack, surrounded by pines and silence, but inside it's a jackpot. Not just the private key to the wallet, but Lily, barely alive, tied to a chair in a makeshift cell. Ethan's sobbing as he cuts her free, but Raven's all business, snatching the key, a USB drive the size of a thumb. She's ready to ghost, but Ethan's done being her pawn. He'd slipped a virus into the vault's code back in Milwaukee, a kill switch that'll brick the wallet if anyone tries to access it without his override. Raven's eyes narrow, but there's a flicker of respect there, impressed. "Smart move, kid," she says, but the moment's cut short when the cleaner crashes through the door, a towering figure in a black tactical suit, moving like death itself. The fight's brutal. Knives flash, fists fly. Ethan smashes a busted laptop over the cleaner's head, and Raven unloads a Glock. They barely make it out, dragging Lily to the car as the cabin goes up in flames. Another coil trap detonated. Ethan gets Lily to a hospital, her pulse weak but steady. Raven vanishes with the USB, leaving a scrawled note, "We're even." The coil's empire takes a hit. Their wallets fried, their network exposed, but Ethan knows they're not done. He's back in Chicago, looking over his shoulder every day, jumping at every ping on his phone. The dark web still whispers his name, and he can't shake the feeling that Raven's out there, watching, waiting for her next play. He's no hero, just a guy who survived a war he never signed up for, a ghost in the machine wondering if he'll ever be free.